on the lights. The sun is coming out. How many of y'all seen me before? A couple of y'all? How many of y'all seen me on the YouTube but never seen me in the real life? How many of y'all were just real drunk and heard your friends playing my music and you're like, alright, I guess I'll go see that guy that I like when I was drunk? That's my mom, y'all. She was real drunk and my dad played the music for her and she was like, this is good, who is this? And she was like, it's your son, idiot. Just kidding, that's not my mom. My mom's beautiful, I love her. Okay, so can we get some shit to freestyle? Okay, well, let's preface this. I'm gonna do some freestyle rapping. For those of you who don't know what freestyle rapping is, you're in a rap concert. Try to keep up. This is where I make up all the rap lyrics as I go along. In order for you to know that I'm indeed making up all the rap lyrics as I go along, I want you guys to give me things to rap about and I'll rap about them, but I can't rap about anything anyone else has ever rapped about because there's already so many awesome songs about cars and guns and butts and black and yellow. And I can't rap about anything I've ever rapped about before because you're going to hear more songs about girls and whiskey and American history and cryogenics and freezing your loved ones and black and yellow. And I can't rap about anything that's going to get me arrested because I'm a pussy. I got a degree in theater. I like face soap and old British poetry.
Rap about Alan.
What's that?
Rap about Alan. Him.
Hi, Alan. You don't know about that, Alan?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Do you want Alan?
I was gonna say Robert Frost.
Whoa, Glenn Beck fighting a unicorn? A unicorn named Alan. That is being written by Robert Frost. I mean,
Ralph Waldo Emerson!
Obviously. No, Robert Frost is way better than Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud was a cokehead. No, we're gonna... Sigmund Freud was the original hipster.
Rap about evolution.
Oh, sure, yeah, totally. Let's turn the party out. Yeah, evolution, sure. Glenn Beck fighting a unicorn that is named Alan, written by Robert Frost.
Who loves Heineken?
Wait, the unicorn? The unicorn loves Heineken. You're really just writing the story for me, and this is not looking good for my ability to create things, out of the ether. It's going to look like we planned this whole thing, especially because you both have cameras. Especially because one of you has a camera, and the other one hit it really terribly next to her thigh. Woo! Thighs!
Thunder thighs!
That's a presumption. You haven't seen her thighs. They might be lightning thighs. Okay, so let's review. Hold on. Evolution. Glenn Beck fighting a unicorn named Alan that's written by Robert Frost. We're gonna ignore the Heineken part. Can I get something from somebody over here? Yes, Adam.
Chaucer and cheesesteaks.
Wait, Chaucer and cheesesteaks? God, you're at a fucking college. I mean, Jesus Christ, like when I play like a bar in Pittsburgh, it's like boobs. And you're at a college and you're me. Like, I guarantee you if fucking, Mushroom Head played here, you wouldn't be getting no Chaucer references thrown out. It would just be boobs. But because I write historical fiction rap music, apparently, I'm a nerd. Boobs. Chaucer's boobs. Okay, so Chaucer and cheesesteak. Oh, God. Okay, Chaucer and cheesesteak. Glenn Beck fighting a unicorn named Alan that is written by Robert Frost.
Evolution.
And evolution. Is that all of them?
Chaucer's boobs?
Can we get one that's not literary or scientific or academic at all? You, sir, yes.
Organ donation.
Yeah, we like that. It's funny that you bring that up because I was talking to my little brother about organ donation like maybe, a year ago or so. And my little brother is, like the least religious, spiritual person ever. We were talking about organ donation. I was like, you're an organ donor, right? And he's like, yeah, man. And he's like, but you can go online and you can select which organs you want to donate, right? In case you don't want to donate some. And I was like, really? Which ones don't you want to donate? And he goes, my eyes, dog. I go, really? And he goes, see these baby blues? These are mine. He might have had like 2 or 3 tilts. But either way, he's not. You can't touch that motherfucker's eyes. You can have whatever else you want, but his eyes are going into the ground. Okay. Chaucer and cheesesteaks. Glenbeck fighting a unicorn named Alan, written by Robert Frost. Evolution and organ donation. Sure. Check. Yeah, let's rap over this. We living in the face of the fucking apocalypse. You know the world is going down and it starts to make me tremble for shit. You know every fucking heavy that's living on your campus kid has been talking shit about the 2012 and that's it. All of a sudden, once the tsunamis and the earthquakes arrived, every fucking hippie with dreadlocks with a Mayan calendar with bedside was like, see, I told you right. Hit this button, let's sit and talk about the Mayan calendar for another fucking month. Lay the fuck off, hippie, go to your fish concert, cause I've seen enough to know that this world ain't gonna end with that word. And just with my atheist skeptical ass is talking the crap, all of a sudden I see a unicorn attack. I swear to Christ, this unicorn is coming to track me. And I go, hold on 1 second. And he's got a name tag on C. As this unicorn charges with his horn right extra large, I realize his name is Alan, written underneath the margin. Alan, stop, just pause for a bit. Who's that riding on your back? Is that Robert Frost, bitch? Oh, step off for a second. Alan, don't impale me with this. All of a sudden, Alan slides by me and turn of the whiz. And when I feel the whizzing breeze of Alan pass by me, and Robert Frost writes a little poem about mending fences. See, good fences make good neighbors, and out there walking the line, I'll eat my favorite flavor once a time every year, right? We pick the rocks, we put the rocks, we build the rocks on high. I'm building a fence away from every hippie that talks about apocalypse, right? Anybody fucker who wants to talk about it now, who's talking about starting militia or getting smoked out, leave me out. I'm sick and tired of my calendar shit. I already got an undergraduate degree. I don't have to listen to any more of this bullshit. So anyway, I'll leave it by the side quick. But then Robert Frost and Alan go just by me with a whiz. I smell something upon Alan's vein. I can't place it, babe, and all I realize is fucking kind of big. And there it is, as you win this vibe just like this. It reminds me of one long night I spent in Amsterdam with 2 chicks and shit. Pull your neck collar quick and hope the steam evaporates as they pass by you like this. And all of a sudden, as my shoulder turns and I see Alan and Frost go by, I see Glenn Beck standing there by the side. He's got his smart ass glasses on like this, and a chalkboard with a diagram with a unicorn upon it. And there he is, and he's saying, these are the weaknesses of the unicorn. We attack it from this place, and this place it'll be deformed. But then Alan comes attacking with this fucking horn attack. All of a sudden I realize that something different in fact. See, evolution has increased Alan's ability to attack, and he doesn't just have a horn, it shoots a laser under the tip of that, in fact. It's like evolution is giving him something much more powerful involved, and it's Franklin Beck tries to take him out, he shoots him in the balls, and when that laser beam attacks, then it comes right out of the unicorn's hip, and hits Glenn Beck in his nuts, and Glenn Beck falls backwards like this. And chubby little Glenn Beck can't get off of his back, like a tortoise that's been flipped there, just wiggling right to his back, trying to get escape. And Alan looks down on his babe and Carl Frost was fucking so good in there. When it was the Carl Frost, it was Robert Frost. I get my Frost mixed up. And then it was Frosty the Snowman with a pipe and coal ice up. I can't really remember. Maybe it was the Frosty Man that's on my street that sells me Frosties with the rubber soap right at the top of them. See, it all gets mixed up inside of my brain every time that I try to make sense of this. But I see Glenn Beck upon his back with a unicorn moving quick. And the unicorn looks down at him and he spits. He takes his horn just like this and he impales him. Nah, he just stops short of this. Instead of actually impaling him, he gives him something more embarrassing, kid. He takes his unicorn tip and pierces his bony belly and quit. All of a sudden, Glenn Beck, Mr. Conservative shit, has got a fucking Playboy bunny tangle over your kid. Looking like a cheap stripper while he's standing there making diagrams of your sister. The unicorn sits there with Frost upon it quicker, and they dip up out this bitch and they say, peace, I'm going it, wigger. And then all of a sudden you realize exactly what it is. This is my dream. Inside my head, I can make anything happen like this. All of a sudden I forget that entire battle, leave it up on the side. And it's me and Chauncey with a fucking 6-foot party sub ride. Me and Chauncey are sitting there talking Canterbury tales. I don't understand a word that he says. The language is too stale. And I ain't read your book since 8th grade. Just pass that fucking cheesesteak and quit wasting my time, dude. And let some cheese whiz on top with some peppers and some fucking pepper hot. And this is what I want. Chauncey, leave it by the side. You know that you and Sigmund were the original hipsters, right? High on drugs. Sitting there just getting high and writing it up. It's amazing to me. how it goes just like this. Sigmund Freud does a bunch of cocaine and writes a bunch of shit. Oh, how's that differ from today's pitchfork, I guess? It's the exact same thing. It seems to all make sense. But either way, when they finally died, they donated their brains, and so we keep all their brains in Tupperware containers, babe. I was just starting to read this book about Einstein's brain that was stolen by the guy who performed the autopsy, and he kept it inside of a cookie jar and ran fucking away, and then he hid it inside his kitchen for years on end. And he would take a little razor blade and he would slice up little slices of Einstein's brain and send it off to people to examine it with devices. They'd be like, tell us exactly why this man's a genius. They couldn't see it, it was just a fucking brain. It was a little bit bigger, but nothing fucking in between. And so we'd sit there and he'd hold it and he'd take another slice every day. And eventually one guy was like, man, just give up the fucking brain. So we came to his house, and this is a true story. In fact, they took a road trip all across the country with the brain in the back, kept it inside a Tupperware container with formaldehyde stain in it. In fact, and they would stop. They got to Las Vegas and they gambled on that crap. They ran out of cash, so they put fucking Einstein's brain on that and rolled it on some craps, and they fucking won and got it back. This is amazing how it happens. In fact, see, all of a sudden, all these geniuses, they just get whittled down like that. And next thing you know, you can invent relativity. And then relativity doesn't mean shit to me because we find something more quickly. And all of a sudden, you're just a fucking brain inside a box that's getting thrown up there with some dice that are thrown out of some dickhead's hand. And there it is, you're watching the dice fall and hit the fucking ground, and then they roll, they move around, and you hope they drop right now. And they don't end up on sevens, they don't end up on ones, they just end up on that boxcars to get you back, son. So there's the brain inside the box that's pulled inside our pocket, son. Put Einstein in there, keep him safe for all eternity, done. And if we could take Sigmund Freud's brain, it would look a whole goddamn like, pick your favorite hipster band, MGMT, right? I fucking love that band. And I say hipster with a grain of salt because I'm the guy in fucking tight pants with some fucking fancy pocket necklaces on. See, I'm the guy that's gonna be there standing there with a scarf around my neck in the middle of the summer like, I ain't a hipster while I'm dying from the sweat. I fucking love this shit. The first calling sign of a hipster is the guy that denies I ain't a hipster when he's in neon green that he borrowed from his sister. Hipster ain't a new term, it's just what the cool kids called themselves before they had these words. Before they had the fucking neon green leggings from American Apparel, they had something else that was different that made them hip, and it was apparent we're all fucking hip kids. Look at us now, going to college, watching a hip-hop historical fiction freestyle. So who the fuck are you to diss and talk all that shit? We're all inside this, a big old fucking shitty bag of hip. And that's alright. I'll take it till the day that I die. I try to be hip like David Byrne, even though he's fucking 55. I'll be hip until the last fucking bucket finally kicks, and if I ain't hip, then people will kick me out of that shit lickety fucking split. Call me hip, and I'll be hip until the fucking day that I can, and you can save my brain inside of Tupperware like Einstein's, man, and you can look at my brain and be like, I don't even really get this fucking shit. It looks just like every other brain that I've ever fucking collected. And then your friends will be like, what, you collect brains? That's fucking creepy, dog. And then you go into a tangent all goddamn day long. But I could talk about how you're a fucking creepy asshole collecting brains until your ass off, and the bottom line is that's fucking ridiculous, dog. I'm sorry, I got sidetracked and that's the way that it goes, but I can't help it, my pants are so tight so it cuts off the blood flow.